Yo, YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy Caleb Prude. I'm back with another video. As y'all can see, I got a special guest with me. I got my mom, and today we're gonna do an interview on some things that she wished that she knew in her 20s. She doesn't know any other questions that I was gonna ask her, so she's gonna figure out as we go along. She'll give her a real, raw, honest answers in this video, and we're gonna give y'all some good advice. Anything you want to say before we get started?
Hey YouTube, this is my first time.
So we're gonna see how this goes. All right. So the first question we have. What is something that you wish you didn't worry about when you were in your 20s?
That's tough. I think maybe trying to become a leader so fast. It's a lot of pressure. It is also very tiring. And I was a teacher for 5 years, and then this is year 31, and I've been an administrator. That's a lot. It's stressful. I got a whole bunch of gray hair. See the gray hair? But it's very stressful, and I think if I had taken my time and just really gone about the path the natural way instead of trying to accelerate, I think that it would have been a lot better, a lot easier. I wouldn't have been so stressed.
Okay. So just not just going, running your own race and going at a slower pace, basically.
Yeah, but it was still my race, and I still own it. I think just trying to get ahead and run. I'm a very type A person, and I used to be a D, if you understand about the disc
They're not gonna know
stuff.
what it is.
But I used to be a D, but I'm not D anymore. I'm an S, a stabilizer. But really just trying to make sure that I did it at my own pace instead of letting people, I guess, hype me up. Like, oh, you be a great leader and all that kind of stuff. And I took that. So that's it.
Okay, cool. That's the first question we have. We're about to get into the second one. All right, the next question we have is, what's a mistake that you made in your 20s that ended up teaching you a valuable lesson?
I think that probably a mistake I made in my 20s was not going to grad school right away. That's the thing. I think that I should have gone to grad school straight out of school because I waited 5 years and then I went back, and it was like harder, stressful. Again, it's all about being non-stressed. And I do believe that that would have helped me to mature more because I would have had more time to get myself together. So graduating at 21, 22, and then going to grad school for 2 years, I would have been 24, 25, getting out of school and going into my career, as opposed to waiting and trying to balance working and going to school.
So why did you wait to go to grad school so long?
I was trying to chase that paper. I was trying to get my own money. And it was, I wanted a job. I was tired of school. You know, I went to a PWI and I was ready to get out. Being the only one of the few people of color at my school, that was tough.
Okay, gotcha. For our third question, we have, what would you tell somebody who feels like they're behind in life?
So everybody's life is not the same in the trajectory of which they're going. I think that we all have to take our lives and live them the way that God set forth for us to live them. So just because your friend is on this accelerated path moving doesn't mean that's the same thing for you. I think that is a lot of it's a mistake that several people make. Trying to live somebody else's life, and that's not what you do. You have to live your own life and move at your own pace. It's important because that means you're living someone else's life. You're not living yours, and you're not being true to yourself. I say it all the time. Be to thy own self, be true. That's what you have to do, as opposed to, you know, trying to keep up with the Joneses and trying to be like everybody else. It ain't about that. As you get older, you'll see it. Be you. Less stress.
Do you agree with the saying that comparison is the thief of joy?
Absolutely. And the other piece is you can't compare. You can't compete where you don't compare. So that's the other piece. So what's the point in competing with people? It doesn't make a difference. You be who you are and do what you do. I just know for me, I remember becoming a principal at a young age. I think you might have been 3 or 4. And I was in a room with some other principals, and I really, really cared about the kids. Like, oh, what are we gonna do about the children? They all were laughing, like, girl, it ain't about that. We trying to get it and get ahead. And I was like, nobody's here for the kids. Nobody's here for the kids, you know. And I've always kept that in the back of my head. I've always been for the kids, but I realized that that's not the case for everybody else. So I could not compete where I didn't compare, because I wasn't like them.
Okay. All right, so our fourth question is, what do you think your younger self would say to you right now?
Live. I must say that could be one of the mistakes.
What?
I didn't live like I needed to live. I always tried to be on the straight and narrow, and I was like, one day I want to be able to just wear a bonnet and pajamas to the grocery store. But that just wasn't how I was raised. And I was like, but I want to feel like that. I want to know what it's like to not be responsible. But just wasn't built like that. And so I think that is a part of who I am and who the evolution of me. I wish that I would have lived and done more, but I've always played it safe and hadn't been a big risk taker like that. Just always scared to mess up, and that comes into perfectionism too. You should do something on that about perfectionism. What you think? That would be a good one. On perfectionism.
Okay.
Good YouTube video.
All right, y'all. So that was our fourth. We finna get into our last and final question coming up right now. All right, y'all. For the last and final question, we have, what is one piece of advice / wisdom you want to pass down?
It's gonna always be what I tell you all the time. Worry about yourself and make sure you're good, right? I have to tell this story. Can I tell a story about the relay team?
I don't care.
Oh, okay. So, Caleb was running in the Junior Olympics, and he didn't make it in his individual sport, but he made it for his relay team. Really was going to the Junior Olympics. And the relay team could not afford to go. And I was like, see, I told you, worry about yourself. Do it for yourself. Make sure your stuff tight. So that's what you always have to do, is just to remember that your stuff is always tight. You can't worry about nobody else. Don't worry about what somebody else doing. Make sure that you tight and you doing what you supposed to do. You'll always come out on top, always come out on the end as the best. And his daddy always says, cream always rises to the top. So gotta always remember that. And hard work beats talent any day of the week. So work hard, do what you gotta do, and worry about yourself all the time. Is that it?
Yeah, I think. See.
Oh, I like this.
All right.
Do y'all like this? Don't y'all need a mom and son put video too? Don't you think?
Yeah, it was definitely informative for sure. But that's all we got for the video today, y'all. It's our first time doing this. First couple questions. We want to bombard y'all with too many questions. But if you like this video, like, comment, and subscribe, and we're gone.
Yeah.